This is Kelly Reed with Sasquatch RC. This is my second video, basically my final video. This is my aviation trailer. We'll call it an RC trailer. I've completed most of the work that I'm doing on it. Got it loaded up. So I wanted to go over a few of the things I ended up doing on the trailer. As you can see, I've already loaded my airplanes. I went with a vertical system. It's called a VTEC system on the metal runs on the side to support the rafters or to support the shelves and rafters. These came from Harbor Freight. They're basically $15.99 a piece, so pretty cheap. I only used two of them, one on each end, front and the back. Made the shelving systems. Then I used a bracket on the back on each side of it to support. It's basically a I-beam or a 2x4 support that you use in normal construction on a house to support that side. The reason for that is these brackets that you use, these V brackets, the way they engage, it takes about a 5° to get them to engage. So if you're going to use these, you cannot go across and put another vertical bracket on this side because you can't get the shelves in and out. So basically the shelves are completely removable, so you can take them out if you need to use your trailer for something else besides that. I went with this is an indoor-outdoor carpet that I bought from Lowe's. Basically $24.99 a roll for a 6x12 roll. Works great. This is Velcro, and as long as you get the correct one, which bring Velcro to the store with you, you can have your stuff to where it Velcros down and you do not have to put any holding straps because Velcro holds the plane in position. So as you can see from a few of the planes that are in here, they're all Velcroed down. I even used some of the material that was my scrap, put Velcro on each end of it, and the same way I did here. So that worked really well. Went in with a light system. So this is a ROHS lighting system. They plug together. Each panel itself plugs into the other to make a rectangle or pentagon shaped light. You can put 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. The system that I ended up putting in for the electrical system, I have only a 1500 watt inverter. The inverter works great. These lights draw 100 watts when they're on, so pretty efficient. I have a inverter I went with. I purchased it from Harbor Freight first, and then I went on Amazon and found one on Amazon. That's 1500 watt. It was $89. Works great. 1500 watts is more than enough to do what I'm doing here. The same inverter that I purchased, they go all the way up to 3500 watts. They're almost $300 with the $89 rate. So this is my outdoor plug-in right here. So when we get to the house, I've used my trailer, my batteries are low. I can go ahead and plug this in. That is a 15 amp VTEC charger. I bought it, receptacle. I bought it off of Amazon. It was $19.99. Worked well. Had to cut a new hole in my trailer to get it there, which kind of hurt because I didn't go with the used trailer. I wanted a brand new trailer, so cutting that hole was kind of hard. It took me about 10 minutes to convince myself I would do it good enough. So this is your feed coming in right here. Basically brought it in, mounted it. I'm only using one right now. That feed then goes in and connects to the inverter. It's a 12 volt DC 110 volt power inverter system with a trickle charger. The trickle charger is was purchased at Harbor Freight. I use a Syntec 2 amp 6 volt / 12 volt 3-stage microprocessor controlled automatic battery charger. It was $24.99 for the trickle charger. The inverter is a 12 volt DC 110 volt inverter. It has 3 output sockets. It also has a remote. So that's your remote switch right there. The remote switch, you can turn it on. When you turn it on, I've got it hooked up to where my lighting system will come on. So you have a separate switch for the lights. So this is a hexagon lighting system. Each module from here to here is its own set. and it has receptacles that are 3-point or 2-point for 45 degrees to make rectangles. You can actually buy this system. It works great. You can buy it and you can expand it. Of course, this really fills up my trailer. Don't have to worry about it. It's used for indoor lighting. Works excellent. The battery I chose is a 100 milliamp hour battery. I'm using only one. Right now I've charged and ran my trailer for probably about 6 or 7 hours with the light, and also charging 600 watt or 6,000 milliamp batteries, 6-cell lipos, and have not had any issue with that, and still had battery power after 6 hours and charging 7 to 10 batteries with no problems. Put a shelf up front, so the shelf also has the Velcro. The cool part about the Velcro, again, is I can drive with my trailer, put a little piece of Velcro on the back side of this, stick it down, it doesn't go anywhere. I like the Velcro. So the Velcro that I use, basically I bought off of Amazon. It is a 2-inch or 1.5-inch Velcro. You can buy it in 16 to 32 foot rolls from $9.99 to a 32-foot roll being $12.99. So you can use Velcro as sparingly as you like I'm doing here. And once again, I like it because I didn't have to put any holes in my brand new trailer or my brand new boards. I can situate it any plane, anywhere I want, and anyhow I want to do it. Works great. I went to basically Walmart was the best price on shelving units. I have them Velcroed also. I have Velcro set to the front for traveling. Just drop it and let it lay down. Also installed another unit on the bottom for storage. Same thing with it. No real big pain. Put multiple stages, shelf opens, close it, strap it back down for travel. Works great. I also, as on the shelves, I put the indoor-outdoor loop. This is called a loop. Anything that's a loop is what you're looking for. So you can see it's the indoor-outdoor common carpet. I glued it down and I also stapled it. I did it on every shelf and I did it on the floor because it gives me additional storage for my larger planes, which are down on the bottom. My trailer, we talked about it before. This is a private trailer. I got it from Ron Huff in Denham Springs. He is with Truck and Trailer World, Denham Springs. Gave me a good deal on it. Long-term friend. Give him some business.